Ooh, I got all of that one. That was really fun. Hey, I love hitting the ball long and straight off the tee, and I'd really like to help you too. So right after this, I'm going to share with you 3 simple tips that hopefully are going to get you a little bit more distance down the fairway. Hey, this is Steve from hititlonger.com, and if you're new to the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button so you'll get a notification of every time I come out with a new video. Okay, let's talk about 3 simple tips that I think are going to get you going down the fairway further. Who knows, hopefully up to 30 yards. That would be great. If this video helps you hit the ball down the fairway further, please give it a like, and don't forget to leave a comment, or even if you have a question, I like to answer most of the questions down in the comment section. Okay, for tip number 1, I just want you to have a sense of freedom and acceleration with your hands at the bottom. I don't want you to be slow. I don't want you to be in control. Instead, I want you to accelerate the hands and be free. I've switched over to this light whooshing club so you can hear the sound a little bit better. The difference between being under control and kind of holding, or trying to hold an angle, or trying to be more in control through the impact zone, compared to being just free, accelerating, and a little bit more on the explosive side like this. And you can hear much louder, how much louder that swoosh was. The swoosh represents clubhead speed. We want more clubhead speed, and we can get it simply by not trying to be so much in control, but instead be free, a little bit reckless, and a little bit explosive. Another great tip is at the wrists, where most golfers tend to not cock their wrists enough in the backswing. One quick exercise that you can do to feel a little bit more wrist cock is, I can take this club, you could take your driver too, but I like this club because it bends. So what I'm going to do is draw the club back to the side of my body. See, here I'm forming a 90-degree angle from the forearm to the wrist. All I'm going to do is put one finger on the club about 1/3 of the way up, and I'm just going to pull it in. And see, now I'm way past 90 degrees. I'm more like 120 or 130 degrees. That would tend to make my backswing, you see, longer because I've got more wrist cock. Now we're into kind of long driver territory. So most golfers don't make it to 90 degrees. Even some good golfers fall short at 70 or 80 degrees, and it makes their backswing tend to be a little bit shorter and a little less powerful than it could be. So if you need that extra distance, go ahead and break that 90-degree rule, and don't be scared to cock your wrist past 90 to 100 to 110. Now you'll want to do this exercise first, then maybe incorporate it into some practice swings, then take it to the range and hit a few balls with it before you take it out on the course, so you know how it's going to perform. Okay, for tip 3, it has to do with the follow-through. Many golfers quit or give up as they go through the ball, and they kind of slow down and hit the brakes a little too soon, and therefore they lose some club head speed. Now, I want the club to finish touching my collar at the base of my neck. So what I might tell you to do if you were quitting on the ball is, I would tell you to try to bang the shaft up against your collar. So it's going to come around with some speed. You almost might have the intent of trying to just snap the club over your collar like this. I don't think you'll let yourself, but having the intent of banging it up against your collar can certainly allow you to more freely accelerate it to a high speed as you go through the ball. Let me show you a collar bang. So there I was able to achieve a fairly high club head speed, and I couldn't slow down the club in time to keep it from banging against my collar. because it was simply moving too fast through the impact zone. You can reverse engineer that. You make sure that you're banging the shaft up against the collar at the end of your swing pretty aggressively, and that'll free you up to put a little bit more speed in at the bottom. Kind of the way a drag racer accelerates through the finish line. Okay, and that's it. 3 really simple tips that I think at least one of those is going to be a nugget for you and get you some extra distance. If it does, I'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment for me. I love to cheer people on who are trying to get more distance into their game. Thanks again to Golf Development Complex, where I'm filming at. This is in Moore Park, California. Coming out, look us up sometime. Coming out and hit a bucket of balls here. It's really beautiful. I'm going to get back to it. It's a beautiful day, and I'm going to hit a few more good drives long and straight. So hope to see you in the next video. Either that or longer and straighter down the fairway.